guys, welcome back to Ask Mia. So this week we are going to be talking about the coming market shift. We're starting to see signs that the market is shifting away from a seller advantage market and more towards a balanced market, if not a buyer's market. And so there's no reason to panic, but that does mean that some things are changing in our market. And so Nick's going to tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so some of the key indicators of a market shift from a seller advantage market to a buyer advantage market is we're seeing homes sitting on the market a little bit longer than normal. We were seeing about a 4 to 5 day average, and now we're seeing between 8 and 10. We're also seeing buyers get better terms, and they don't have to offer as far over asking price.
Yeah, we're seeing, there was a time in the market where people were completely waiving their home inspections, and now we are seeing more home inspections in our contracts. In addition to that, I myself got a buyer under contract this week. We did not have to go over the asking price at all, and she still got a home inspection. So that was a really great.
That's really awesome, because I can think just a couple months ago, I had a client who bought a home and she was up against 41 other offers, waived her home inspection, and she paid full cash. So
yeah, and we were the only offer on that property.
Awesome.
So that was a really great opportunity for her. We've been working together for about 6 months to find her something, and it's just been so tough for the buyers. So we are starting to see a little more of a balanced market.
Yeah, we're
at least locally
offers
in Hampton Roads.
Yeah, we're seeing fewer offers on homes collectively. So part of that is due in large part to buyer fatigue. Buyers who have been placing 5, 6, 7 offers on homes, giving everything they have, and are still not able to go under contract. It's easy
tough.
to see. Yeah, it's easy to see why people would want to drop out. But now we're starting to see a little bit more of a balance.
Yeah, more balance, which is great. It just creates more fairness in the market for everybody.
Right.
But this also means that it's a good opportunity for those sellers that have, considered selling their home and cashing in on their equity. Their homes have increased in value, but they've been asking the question, well, where would we go? The market's been so tough for those sellers who would also be buyers on the other side.
Yeah.
And I think now is probably a really good opportunity for those sellers to still get that value out of their home, but not have to pay over, a crazy amount over asking, or, get rid of all of their contingencies and still get the advantages, of a seller's market that we're still in.
Yeah. And another reason that we're seeing fewer offers is interest rates have gone up, which means there's fewer investors that are willing to purchase a new rental property.
Yeah, that's a great deterrent for investors, because that means the regular people that are just trying to buy a home for themselves that have been getting priced out by those cash investors, or by those investors that have the money to, guarantee the appraisal and all of that, that our regular buyers, our regular people that just want to live in a good home are having that opportunity. And that's really good.
I think we both work mostly with military and first-time home buyers who don't always have a lot of cash to bring to the closing table. So seeing more and more investors be deterred from purchasing has given them a really good opportunity to find that perfect home without having to throw everything they have at it.
Yeah. So if you're a buyer who's been thinking about it and been putting it off, and maybe you've been afraid because of what you've heard about the market, give us a call, because now is a really great time to start getting into this market and finding out what you need to do to buy. And same goes for those sellers that, you've been thinking about, where would I go if I sell my home? And we know where you would go.
Yeah, and especially for sellers, because it's going to take a little bit more exposure, a little bit better marketing to get that top dollar that you're looking for. So definitely make sure that you're working with somebody that you trust and that's going to have your best interest in mind.
Absolutely. That's great advice, Nick. Thanks so much for coming on the show, and we'll see you guys next time.